You ever got into a person's car and they got Snickers wrappers and empty cups, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bottles of water all on the floor? You getting in, stepping and crunching all over. You can only assume what the house looks like. You can only assume what the hygiene's like, right? So it's very important, and anything you do is going to be a reflection of yourself.
Warning. If you are one that is easily triggered, click off now. These are cold facts, ugly truths in my opinion. You've been warned.
What are some red flags in a guy's bedroom?
What are some red flags? Okay, so if he doesn't have like pictures of another girl or stuff like that, then I automatically feel like he's I don't like single guys, so to me, I just feel like that's a red flag. I need something I can compete with.
So you think it's a red flag if a guy doesn't have pictures of him and his girl in his apartment?
Mm-hmm. Like if there's no hair ties or like lashes, I'm like,
So you want there to be that stuff?
I want to see that because that lets me know he's getting.
That wouldn't make you jealous?
No, it would make me feel like I can compete with something.
Oh.
You know, I have to win him over.
So if you go into a guy's house and his apartment,
You cannot win with ladies. You can't. They're so backwards. It makes no sense. We're going to use the typical teen romance movie where they have the guy that's nerdy. He wants to win over the beautiful girl, but the beautiful girl's in a relationship with the bad boy. What you see in movies a lot of the times is reality. They put things in movies a lot of the times because that's how it usually pans out in real life. Girls like bad guys, but more specifically, they like guys with the edge. They like guys that are interesting, that are intriguing, that are mysterious. Guys that they cannot figure out all the way. Where he's at, why he's there, what he's doing. But a guy that that's ready to give everything, lay his life on the line for this female. She don't get two in a food stamp about this dude. Why? Because it's too easy. There is no effort into getting that. It's the same thing with why women find single fathers attractive, because it shows they're nurturing, it shows their softer side. It shows that they can care for someone. It shows they're responsible. Oh, if he can take care of kids, he can take care of me. They automatically think of themselves when they see a dad taking care of kids. Oh, wow. He can provide for his daughter. Look at him being a good father. Oh, it just does something. Versus when guys see single moms, it's a turnoff. Women find married men more attractive. You know, you can ask. They might not tell you. That's okay. But I'm going to let y'all in a little secret. Women find married men more attractive than single men. Can y'all guess why? I'll wait. Have you figured it out yet? Because the married men are taken. And when someone's taken and they have that ring, that visual cue, that means there's something about that man that's valuable. There is something that made that woman want to lock him down. So if he's good for her, he must be good for me. It's that type of thing. When a woman sees a single man, it's not as attractive. Or if a guy doesn't have kids by a certain age, they're going to think he's weird. If a guy doesn't get women, they're going to be like, you don't get no bitches. I don't want no dude that don't get no bitches. If she don't want you, and she don't want you, and she don't want you, why the fuck do I want you? Women typically want the man that all the other girls like, because that makes them, you know, if they obtain that man, they feel like they've won something. They feel like they've bet on the lottery and won. But they get a guy that nobody really doting over, nobody's really checking for. It's going to be like, oh, I'm not saying that she wouldn't date you, but it's not going to be it's not going to get those dopamine receptors juicing as much as a guy that, oh man, he's a ladies' man. Women like him to stand at third. And the other thing, the other little caveat to that is, once they get you, the women that were seeking for you, you got the seesaw communication, or none of these women can be around you anymore. You are exclusive to that one woman now. In most cases, that's what we're gonna want. Women will be more lenient for certain bullshit if you are a certain type of guy. Now, there's still some delusional women that are still be like, oh, you make 6 figures plus. Yeah, you provide for me. I do nothing but sit on my ass all day in the house. All I have to do is cook dinner, you know, and look good, smell good for you, while you out here conquering the world. And they don't think that, you're not gonna dabble with some other females here and there. I'm not saying to be a hoe, guys. I'm not saying to sleep with every woman, every woman walking. That's not what I'm saying, because that would assume you're not in control of your sexual urges. And like I said before, if you're in control of your sexual urges, you are a dangerous man, because money and sex is usually what drives men. That's what I'm saying. Money to get women to have sex with, right? So if you're in control of your sexual urges, not saying that you won't have a stage where once you get to a certain point and you are able to access more women, that you're going to be like, trying to hit everything. But that's going to eventually die down. And then you're going to get to a point where, okay, if I'm going to sleep with women, they're going to have to bring something to the table. If I'm going to sleep with these women, they're going to have some type of value that they can bring to me. Because any single woman could ruin a man because he wasn't thinking clearly in the moment. She could say anything, tarnish his reputation, tear him down after all of the stuff he built up. So you have to be very careful after you get to a certain point, man. So yeah, that's not what I'm saying. But from time to time, if there's a woman that fits the criteria, and you might just have to. It don't mean you don't love who you're with. But yeah. But enough of the rant. Let's get back to the video.
Clean. There's no pictures.
That's another thing. If his house is too clean, to me, I just feel like, what can I bring to the table in this home? It's like, it's too clean. What am I supposed to do?
Oh, so you want it to be like a little more
messy? Yeah. Let me come in and clean for you, babe. You know what I mean? Like, if he has like a lots of food in the fridge and stuff, I just feel like, okay, so there's nothing I can teach him. There's nothing I can do for him.
Really?
Like, yeah, I want him to need me.
I feel like no girl's ever said anything like that before. You'd think it would always be the opposite.
Maybe that's why I'm always winning in the dating direction.
Oh,
and then,
maybe it is.
Maybe.
Some girls need to take some tips.
They do. Write it down.
Baby, if you was winning, you wouldn't be on the fan bus. I was going to be 100% honest with you. If you're a full-grown man and your house is messy, that just shows you're not responsible, man. Now, there's a difference between having a cluttered space and having a nasty space, right? Having a cluttered space means you just have things disorganized, out of place. You didn't get a chance to put them in their proper places. But if you're nasty, if it's a pigsty, you're leaving food on the table, empty drinks and cans, floors are not vacuumed, you spilt shit all in the floor, didn't bother to clean it up, remotes is all sticky and Cheeto powder all on them, bathroom disgusting, don't flush the toilet, stuff like that. Now, that shit right there, that's some bullshit. You should not be living your life like that as a man. But if you just got a few things here and there disorganized, like you didn't fold your clothes, I do not like folding clothes. I don't mind washing clothes, but I fucking hate, as long as my gears, to have to fold fucking clothes. You might come in there, I might have a bag of clothes now. My clothes will be separated. My clothes won't be dirty. My clothes will be in a proper place. I'm not going to just have dirty underwear laying all across the fucking, apartment and stuff like that. They will be in a proper place in a dirty clothes hamper. And I might have a bag of clean clothes that I have not yet to get folded. And if you come in and do some stuff like that, and my food, my refrigerator going to stay stacked with food, right? We're not playing them games. You see, I'm a big dude. You love food over here. So now you might find some things that might be out of date. A few items out of date. Now that's a different story. Yeah, come clean it up, organize it, rearrange some things. But you're never gonna have to clean up after me. I don't do that, and any man watching my channel or any man at all should not live that life or live a life like that. But I do know females that aren't the tidiest. Arguably, they may be worse than men, or it just feels like they're worse than men because they are girls and you're expecting them to be just clean freaks and neat freaks, and that's just not the case a lot of the times. They just as bad or worse. Trust me when I say this, fellas. Have you ever got into a person's car and they got Snickers wrappers and empty cups, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bottles of water all on the floor? You getting in, stepping and crunching all over shit. You can only assume what the house looks like. You can only assume what the hygiene's like, right? So it's very important, and anything you do is going to be a reflection of yourself. A woman should have a place in your life, and a woman is going to love to see that you have other women that are pursuing you. If a woman feels like she needs you, as this woman said, if a woman feels like you need her, that is the beginning of the end. Once she feels that you have a need for her, she will abuse the power that she thinks she has. She will go into it and she will expose those weak points and she will exploit you, bro, until there's nothing left. But I don't know. But I do know one thing though. It's your boy Alex. Make sure I dot your I's across your T's. Catch y'all in the next one.